The Ministry of Education says teacher attendance on Monday stood at 27% in primary schools and 31% in secondary schools. And according to its data, it said 17% of students were present at primary schools, with 39% of students at secondary schools. The data from the ministry comes as many teachers were swayed by TTUTA on its call for a day of rest and reflection. Education Minister Dr. Nyan Gadsby-Dolly said Monday was a historic day with the return of physical classes for the new academic year since 2019 and hopes all stakeholders will work together for the students. The minister added that both students and teachers need to make up for lost time.
Today, that they didn't have school or they didn't have all of their teachers out of school, and I know that everyone is looking forward to getting on with the business of school as we continue tomorrow. My message to all teachers, parents and students is that we have reached the point of physical school. We are very happy as a country to have done that, and we are really looking forward to all of us supporting each other as we move forward. We have a lot of work to do.
The minister added that both students and teachers need to make up for lost time.
Extremely critical for the future of our country. Losing 2 years of physical school, I don't think any country can really quantify the effect on students. And of course, there are students who will be more affected than others. So that's why the collaboration is between all stakeholders is extremely critical at this time.
Dr. Gadsby-Dolly said there are still schools undergoing infrastructural work, but noted that those works will continue after school and over the weekend to ensure classes continue as normal. And students across the country dressed in their school uniforms and headed back to the classrooms today, but many were forced to return home early as their teachers failed to turn up for duty. Reports from parents were that at the primary school level, many parents and guardians were asked to collect their children early as there was little to no supervision. At other institutions, parents were advised by administrators to keep their children at home in anticipation of the response to the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association's call for a day of rest and reflection. The union called on its members to stay away from work to highlight the dissatisfaction with the chief personnel officer's offer of 4% salary increase to public sector workers. And in Tobago, the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, TTUTA, says approximately 80% of its members supported the call to stay away.
For some students, school was dismissed at lunch break, while others showed up at the school gate only to be informed that there was no school.
I'm disappointed because they could have messaged, they could have said, don't have no school, children excited to go to school this morning. All they could have done is say, no school today. Parents would not have a problem.
Another mother indicated her daughter was excited for her first day of primary school.
Disappointed. First time, first day of school, I'm disappointed.
Based on the data provided by Secretary for Education, Research and Technology Zorisha Hackett, there were 3 primary schools where no teachers reported for work. All secondary schools which were opened on Monday had teacher representation, though to a significantly lesser degree. At the Harmons SDA school, 87.5% of the teachers showed up for work, the highest in Tobago. Carissa Douglas for TTT News.
And a slight improvement and decline is being reported by the Ministry of Education in the number of students attaining passes in both CSEC and CAPE exams. It says in 2022, 94.34% of those who wrote CAPE subjects achieved acceptable passes, grades 1 to 5, compared to just below 94% in 2021. It added that those who attained grades 1, 2 and 3 in 2022 amounted to 70.78% compared to 72.84% in 2021. Meanwhile, in CSEC, the ministry said passing grades 1, 2 and 3 were obtained in 62.72% of subject entries, compared with 65.26% in 2021. It added that there was a slight decrease in the number of students being successful in 5 subjects or more, and it said 43.66% of students who attempted 5 or more subjects, including maths and English, were successful, a decline from the 2021 figure of 46.5%.